This video is meant to be used for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, and treatment. Agoraphobia. You may have heard of this condition before. It's a type of anxiety disorder, sometimes described as a fear of fear. It is an intriguing condition that has appeared on popular talk shows and news channels like The Doctors and All Health Go.
So Teresa, how long have you been dealing with your agoraphobia or your fear of leaving the house?
Agra in Greek means market, so agoraphobia would be fear of the market or fear of just being out there. Right.
Agoraphobia has even made its way onto reality TV, as seen in the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I feel like I had agoraphobia definitely after my robbery in Paris.
The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has further brought it to the forefront of conversation, as agoraphobia and other anxiety disorders have been known to be on the rise during this time. Unfortunately, agoraphobia is highly misunderstood in the news media and even on healthcare websites. It is mistakenly described as a fear of open or public spaces, or even mistaken to be a fear of leaving the house. In reality, the condition is much more complex than simply a fear of open spaces. In this video, we'll explore why popular media depictions of agoraphobia are not quite accurate. Agoraphobia involves anxiety about being in a place or a situation that may cause an individual to feel trapped, helpless, or embarrassed. For example, individuals with agoraphobia may feel anxious about being in a crowded space if they're prone to panic attacks, and worry that they won't be able to escape in the event of an unexpected attack. For this reason, agoraphobia is associated with avoidance behaviors, as individuals may start to avoid particular places in order to reduce their anxiety about what could happen there. Agoraphobia often occurs simultaneously with panic disorder, a condition characterized by ongoing, unexpected panic attacks, resulting in heart palpitations, sweating, or trembling. However, it is a myth that every individual with agoraphobia has panic disorder, or that every individual with panic disorder has agoraphobia. The truth is that agoraphobia can occur in the absence of panic disorder because cognitively, individuals with agoraphobia can worry about experiencing a wide range of symptoms in public that aren't limited to panic attacks. For example, if an elderly individual avoids going out in public alone because they are anxious about being helpless if they slip or fall, this anxiety could eventually become agoraphobia, as determined by a clinician. Agoraphobia is also distinct from social anxiety disorder. Individuals with social anxiety disorder may be anxious because they fear judgment or rejection in social settings. Individuals with agoraphobia don't experience this, but instead may fear a loss of control in a situation that they can't escape or where they have no one to help them. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, the lifetime prevalence, or the proportion of individuals that encounter agoraphobia in their lifetime, is about 1.3%. Data also indicates that agoraphobia occurs at similar rates amongst both men and women. But why does agoraphobia occur? Just like many other psychiatric conditions, agoraphobia is caused by a combination of genetic, environmental, and cognitive factors. Because agoraphobia commonly co-occurs with panic attacks, panic-like symptoms, or panic disorder, many of the causes of agoraphobia overlap with panic disorder. For example, research has shown that panic disorder runs in families, as indicated by higher prevalence rates of the disorder within families as compared to the general population. This also indicates that agoraphobia likely has genetic causes, although the specific genes are not currently known. Another biological mechanism theorized to be behind agoraphobia is the dysregulation of the limbic system and frontal lobes of our brain. The limbic system is a system in our brain involved in behavioral and emotional responses and is well known for its role in our fight or flight response. Neuroimaging studies that compared the limbic system in individuals with panic disorder and agoraphobia indicated activity differences in the amygdala, hypothalamus, and hippocampus structures of the brain, as compared to healthy individuals. The mechanism behind this may be related to abnormal neurotransmitter function. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers in our brain, such as serotonin, dopamine, GABA, and CCK. If the concentration or activity of neurotransmitters is abnormal, this may contribute to the development of agoraphobia. However, the causes go beyond just genetics. One such example is related to operant conditioning, which famously describes how we develop particular behavioral responses to stimuli after some reinforcement or punishment mechanisms. Let's explore this through an example. Let's say Anna is a university student with agoraphobia. She has unexpected panic attacks and is constantly worried about not being able to escape if she gets one in a crowded lecture hall. As a result, Anna starts to avoid going to lectures and finds that her anxiety is reduced. Because skipping classes makes her feel better, she decides to continue to skip class, further reinforcing this avoidance behavior over time. It's no surprise that individuals diagnosed with agoraphobia face a multitude of challenges in their daily life. They often avoid environments that may trigger distressing symptoms and therefore may miss out on positive experiences or events like concerts, parties, or even visiting coffee shops with friends. Moreover, these individuals may miss out on important family events or struggle to live independently. As a result, individuals with agoraphobia may experience symptoms of loneliness, isolation, and financial hardship, which can increase the risk of depression. Often, individuals with agoraphobia will recognize that their fears are irrational, yet they simultaneously feel as though they cannot do anything to address it. As a result, these individuals may feel frustrated with themselves, which may contribute to low self-esteem, leading to depression or worsened anxiety. This can also increase the risk of resorting to unhealthy patterns of substance abuse just to cope. Lastly, individuals may avoid physical exertion that they know would possibly trigger their unwanted or difficult symptom. For example, individuals that are afraid of triggering a panic attack in public may avoid any activity that will increase their heart rate, including running or even climbing stairs. These behaviors could result in deteriorating physical health over time. Despite the challenges, there are a variety of effective drug or psychological therapies available that can allow individuals with agoraphobia to still lead a successful and fulfilling life. If you are concerned that you may have agoraphobia, contact your local health professional for more guidance. And let's dispel the myths surrounding agoraphobia one day at a time.